What's up, fam? These are I Ching coins. They got a square in the middle, and they got a heads and a tails. I use these to do readings on my. These are oracles. These are divination tools. Okay, these right here are divination tools. I will be teaching a workshop on how to use these as the divination tool soon. I don't know, like it's gonna be quick though because it's in my spirit to do it. I got some other stuff I want to do, but I have the access to teach on this, and so I'm gonna teach on this how to use the I Ching coins for, you could say, telling your future or just communing with spirit. But like these are the most, to me, these are the most effective things that anybody can use because everybody has three coins that you can use. So you can use any coin for that. Now, just want to make that announcement. Now let me get to a quick. What are the three most important spiritual laws? Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. What up, Ramona? What up, Adrian, Team Leo in Houston, Texas? Please announce yourself, city, state, and who is yours. What's your zodiac sign? Or what's your team that you represent? Abdul Kul, Tafilatat, Wabazon, Gama Farragoon, Shalel Cologne. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. It's Dunjay, Elaku. Thanks everybody who watched the Trill Alchemy video yesterday. What up, Libra gang? Yo, Team Aquarius in West Palms. Peace in the building, Houston, Texas. Libra, Team Pisces. Please share this video because somebody needs to put things in order. So you're going to help people get an order. I find that a lot of people who are on the spiritual path or who are just getting on the spiritual path or just experiencing something outside of Christianity or consciousness are always looking for like a set of rules, or some guidelines, right? So I wanted to tell you the three most important spiritual laws out there. So a lot of people say, there are no shortcuts on the spiritual path. I believe that 100%. You're supposed to be healing. You need to tap into your energy. You need to get close to God. All these things are true. Most of these things you're going to need to have some type of transformation. Everybody is always talking about the transformation. Oh, the transformation. The transformation, right? So I'm like, something got to happen before the transformation. And a lot of times people aren't honest with that. Why is my camera looking all blurry? What's going on? Yeah, get that together. This is Samsung, baby. So these are the three most important. What do you think are the three most important spiritual laws? Laws is you not breaking them. You not getting around them. I should call them spiritual foundations, but you're not getting around these three right here. And even when I was saying the prayer, I was like, you sure it's not some more or something before these? And I'm going to take it all the way back to ancient Egypt, okay? What do you think are the top three spiritual laws, or the three most important spiritual laws? Also, press 2 if you shared this video. Thank you. Number 1, why do you think the Egyptians above the doors said, know thyself? Know thyself. Know thyself. Know what you're working with is the most important spiritual law. Know thyself. Know thyself, player. Know thyself is the most important law. That's why they wrote it down. They was like, yo, I need this right here to be, everybody needs, like, inscribe it in all the homes. Whatever the homes are, I want you to inscribe it above the door. Every office building, every temple, wherever they go, inscribe it, know thyself. Now, somebody taught the Egyptians. Let's get that clear, right? And so when the Egyptians were taught, they was like, yo, we want to leave this because that's me. Every time somebody teach me something good, I want to pass it on to somebody who's learning with me as well. So it's very important that you know who you are. There ain't no shortcuts on that either. I think the no shortcuts on the spiritual path is like what you can add to, what you can kind of add to things. Like when you checking off, am I taking a shortcut on this law right here? You can't take there's some things you can't take a shortcut on. And that right there is one of them. Next is, after know thyself, you had to go a little deeper to come up with number 2, right? Be honest with what you know. Honesty. So you can know something about yourself and not be honest to it. So number 1 is know thyself, and number 2 is honesty with what you know. Which in the streets, what they call that, keeping it real. That's what goes back to Trill Alchemy. Trill Alchemy starts on phase 2. With that's like when you put the heat. The base metal is know yourself. Know yourself, and then be honest with what you got. You ain't always got gold. You ain't always got silver. It ain't always wood either. You see what I'm saying? Number 1 is know thyself. Number 2 is be honest with what you know about you. You may not have, for men, you may not have the best looking features. Your penis may not be the longest. You may not have, for women, your breast may be the biggest. You may have some stretch marks. Know yourself first and then be honest about it. Because this is leading to authenticity. They're giving you a formula here. Right. That's why I be tripping when people say billionaires aren't conscious because they have, they got all this money and they sold, yada, yada. That person is hiding. So you can never do any type of advancement when you're not honest with yourself. That's why number 1 is know thyself, which is why I'm always talking about self-mastery is the conclusion of that. But I'm always talking about get you an astrology reading. Learn astrology. Find out your spiritual destiny. Check on the relationships. But anytime I do a relationship consultation, guess where I start at? I start with what a person's their own personal relationship language is. Know yourself first. I'm just pointing you back into you. I know how to interpret the map of you, and I wish you knew how to interpret it. That's why up on the ceilings in Egypt, what did they have? The zodiac. They were teaching astrology in kindergarten. Duh. CoachKastrategy.info if you need me. But I'm not even pushing it. I'm pushing the 3 most important rules. That's why, and what predates us, we're talking about know yourself, know your chart, because the stars are aligned. They were here before us. What predates Africa? That's why I'm done with the whole Pan-African thing, black consciousness. What preceded the blackness in Africa? The heavens. The heavens preceded it. The sun, moon, stars, Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune. Whether you could see it or whether you had a telescope to look at it, it was always there. It probably not even named Neptune or Mercury or Mars. That's just something that we named it. Right. So that's how we be knowing ourselves. When you look at your chart, somebody can always be like, oh yeah, well, I got Venus and Gemini, so that's why I love like I love. Well, Cancer rules my 11th house, so blah, 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 blah. You got all that going on. So number 1 is know thyself. Number 2 is be honest with what you know. Please type that, honest with what you know. You can't be hiding. You got to be honest with what you know. And number 3, the number 3 law that you can't get around, that is the most important spiritual law, is you must do the work. It's funny, my man Ty came on here when I get to rule number 3. Because every time he does a live video, he's doing some work but he's doing his work. He's doing his work. You got to do your work. Let's put this together. Know thyself. Be honest with thyself. You must do the work. Ooh, slow motion, baby. Ooh. I was just doing my I Ching reading, and what I got, hexagram 61, was what brought that whole download. So I'm about to teach this I Ching class coming up shortly, how to use these 3 coins to change your life. You 3 coins away from changing your life. This right here is a flashlight. You see this? Anytime I get confused, I just want to know what direction to go, I pick these up. But I couldn't get them until I knew who I was. And I had to be honest with myself, because you can't mess with these if you don't know how to clear your heart out. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. The 3 top rules. Repeat it. Know thyself. Number 1. Be honest with what you know, which where you keep it trill. Knowing thyself is the base. Knowing thyself is the base metal. Being honest with thyself is bringing it into the lab, getting ready for the transformation. Gotta be honest with what it is. Number 3 is you must do the work. That's the fire that's got to go under. You never seen no laboratory with something in the petri dish that didn't have some fire up under it. 1, 2, 3, baby. Know thyself. Be honest with thyself, with what you know. Keep it trill. Put some fire on it. You must do the work. Your teacher can't do the work. Your teacher can't do the work. Let me repeat that. Your teacher can't do your work. Oh, it's so fun. You know why a lot of people like the African religions? Because you can get a proxy to go over there and do a ritual for you. That's cool. But it still ain't no shortcut. Because they're going to give you something to do too. You're going to have to participate in it in some form or fashion. Right. What you going to do? You must do the work. It's not on the teacher. You have to go home, do the homework, do the practice. You got to get it all in yourself. Honestly, when I started looking into astrology in the past, it is a prediction. Now I know I am one with the universe, studying more, doing the work. All facts. Top 3 spiritual laws, the most important spiritual laws. Then you can start getting to when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That's not number 1. That's not even in the top 3. Guess what? What makes a student ready? Knowing himself, being honest with himself, and being willing to do and putting in the work. Saying you're going to do the work don't get you good teachers. I have had excellent teachers because I know me. I know the ill I do. I know the savagery I do. I know the saint in me. Some of y'all don't want to admit you got some savage in you. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Some of y'all don't want to admit that you got savage in you. Woo! Why is that? Shouldn't that be like, you got to know where you come from? You got to know where you come from. Because then the teacher going to see straight through you, because what's the teacher already done? The teacher is already balanced in the first 3. The teacher knows himself, the teacher is real with himself, and the teacher has been putting in the work. That's how you really qualify. You qualify yourself as a teacher, or you qualify yourself as a raggedy behind student. What is you? I'm a master student. Working my way to master teacher. This is based on the results of the people who learn from me, not me. When I get to some plateaus, then maybe I'll be able to say, yo. But as far as this student thing, definitely a master at it. Lifelong student. I seen all my teachers who was worth any salt, always studying. My mama got more books than me. Good gracious. Always was reading. Still is always reading. And it's more than just 2 sides. It's more than just the savage and the saint. It's some stuff in the middle too. You smell me? Yes. So, that's my little quick. I just want to leave that one with you. Please get ready for the I Ching class. how to use these 3 coins in a book, I would go ahead and order this as soon as possible. I'm sure somebody wants to see it on the other side, right? If you want to take the class, this is going to be required. You can get it on Amazon on your Kindle, or you can order it for real. This will be the required reading for that. I ain't teaching no class where you ain't gonna be able to have to order a book. You can forget about it. Says what? The Book of Answers. But nobody knows. People just don't really know all the way like how to use it. I just did my reading this morning. I did 3 readings, but I only read the first one, and it just made me stop everything I was doing. Gabrielle is like, this why you ain't called me? Because you won't hear? Gabrielle was like, do one for me too. I did. I ain't even read hers yet. I read mine. I got Hexagram 61. Yes. Can I? We're not going. I'm not even going to go there. I'm gonna just say it led to that. I'll talk more about the I Ching coins later. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Found you in peace, and I'm gonna leave you in prayer. If this was helpful, on a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was this? Press 2 if you shared this, of course. 22. Press 22 if you shared it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was it? And what was the one thing that you drew from this that you can implement today? Right now. Not right now, but right now. Today, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? This week that you need to step your game up on immediately. Right. Because, see, that's when you get to 4 and 5 and 6. There are no shortcuts on the spiritual path. So you can't get around. You can't get around number 1. You can't get around number 2. You can't get around number 3. Yesterday we talked about trill alchemy. Like there's a quick way to transformation. But if you don't do the first 3, know yourself, be true to yourself, be true to what you know, and you ain't willing to do the work, don't be looking for no quick transformations. Oh yeah. Catch the replay. Also, don't forget tomorrow night we got a show at 9 o'clock, Trill Alchemy Radio. That's getting ready to be crazy. Anabakoa, Gijalaki Menka, Tatia Tezaraka, Belranat, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nagibo, the Shea Kadeka, Kababa Shamra, Barkham Tower, and Rockame, the Zika Taker, Tamid Gaman, Kasim Kadosh, Bararu, Tufka, and the hell out of Taker, Yakit Gahel, I'm Chapanaz, Okrea Katusha Taker, Shavatanuka Bel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Production, Kavo Makuto, Lalam Vaed. Man, you don't even have to buy a set of coins. You could use 3 pennies, 3 nickels, 3 dimes, 3 quarters, $3, 3 silver dollars. Anything that's the same. I'm just a nostalgic. I just want the original. Don't pay no more than like don't pay no more than like $2 or $3 for these either. You can get like a whole pack of like 10 for $4. So don't get too crazy. All right. Yes. I'll be talking to y'all soon. Thank you. Oh, what up, Team Capricorn? Big shouts out to all my Geminis in the building. My bag. I know it's y'all month, man. Y'all running things. Salute. Peace.